Hi there, everyone. Just to clear up a couple of little things that I've heard people talk about, and it seems to be some confusion. I was raised a Catholic, as people I don't know, people know, went to school in Ireland, did the confirmation and the Holy Communion thing. This is a picture of me, photograph of me when I was 7, making my first Holy Communion. Now, what it is, when you make your first Holy Communion, this is what they taught me when I was at school. This is the reasoning. This is what we were told. Up to the age of 7, you can do what you like in the eyes of God. You're a child and it's not counted, and you can be disobedient, have tantrums, be naughty, and nothing is done because they say under the age of 8, you're not aware of your actions. But you have this little ceremony to sort of bring you into halfway becoming an adult. You have a bit of sense now, and God is in your life, and you're promising God you're going to be good. So this is what the ceremony is for. They say after the age of 8, you know what you're doing, and you know it's a sin, so you know all the things that are sins. So when you do something, you know it's sin against God, and it will go on your soul as a black mark, and this is all counted at the end. This is what they tell you. So you have this little communion thing. Now, it's the way they entice kids. You get all new clothes, and it's a big day, and your parents take you around all the relatives. You go and see relatives you don't even know, and they all give you money, and you come back home with a big bag full of money. £100 sometimes or more. If you go to a lot of relatives, aunties, uncles, your dad's side, mum's side, and all that, and you come back at the end of the evening, and normally parents take your money. Oh, it's going in the bank for you, but you never see it. I didn't anyway. I'm like, where's my communion money? How about my communion money? But it's all way too much for a child to have. So that's what that is. When you're probably 10 or 11, there's another one, and that's called your confirmation, and that's an even bigger one. That means you're fully aware of all your actions, and there'll be no going back now. You know what you're doing. So it's just to bring you into adulthood. So this saying, which I hate, people saying, oh, after 8 it's too late. And they're connecting Wilfred Wong, he was given to God when he was 8, and this and that, and what are they doing? Well, this is what it is, in my opinion. They're probably talking about the first Holy Communion. So I just thought I'd clear that up. If anyone else has any questions, I studied religion a lot, all my life, because I had questions nobody could answer. And I went to the only school, I found it myself when I was 10, and I insisted on going there. It was the only school in Ireland that was non-religious, didn't teach religion. I didn't want to shove down my throat. And I went there as a secondary school. And then I married a Muslim for 20 years. He wasn't a strict Muslim, wasn't a practicing Muslim, but I learned a lot about the Muslim religion. Read the Quran and, got translations from the horse's mouth, proper Arabic speaker. So there was a lot of things, a lot of questions I had were able to be answered. And I've studied Jews as well, got a lot of Jewish friends, asked them a lot of questions. Why are you doing this? What's Passover? What's this? What's that? What's this in aid of? Why have you got this day, another day? It's all about being saved, isn't it? And things like that. So I was interested in religion, looking for answers myself. So I just thought I'd clear that up about the Catholic thing. That's what they must be talking about. When you're 7 or 8, you make your communion, and it's pledging that you know what you're doing. And I'm nearly an adult now. I don't do baby things anymore, and everything's going to be counted. That's what it is. Yeah, the confirmation's an even bigger one, so that's like more serious. You're an adult now, and definitely an adult. There's no going back. And you make a few promises to God. There's different pledges you can take. Like one of the pledges was not to ever drink alcohol until you're over 21. Everyone takes that one. And it's like there's a part of the mass, you go to a big mass and all dressed up again, and all your family are there, and everybody's all dressed up, and loads of people are there. And there's a part in the mass where he says, anyone taking the pledge, repeat this prayer under your breath. And so nobody knows. I said, I'm not taking it, I'm not doing that. I said, not that I want to drink alcohol, but I thought, I'm not promising anything. I might break it, and I don't make promises I can't keep. 21 seemed an awful long way away. in Ireland as well, all the alcohol everywhere. So I just thought, I'm not saying that. So afterwards, you all asked, did you take the pledge? Did you take the pledge? Which pledge did you take? And all this. And I took none of them. Made no promises. So I didn't believe it. And I thought, no, I'm not. I mean, even at that early age, like age 10, I was saying, no way am I going to be manipulated into or bullied into doing something they don't know. It's in your head, so they're not going to know. So I thought to myself, I'm not going to take the pledge. So, but you tell everybody afterwards, no, I didn't do it. And then I went to the non-religious school, and religion was more of a study for interest's sake than it was for teaching. We didn't do it at all at school. Did Latin, though. Learned a lot about Romans and ancient history and things like that, which is more interesting for children, I think. It was for me, anyway. So the confirmation is you do the same. You go around, relatives get all money and all the same thing. It's virtually the same, but you don't wear the wedding clothes. You wear a hat and suits and all, whatever. But nowadays in Ireland, they're gone overboard. They're doing it like a prom. They're hiring limousines, coaches and horses. Oh, ridiculous stuff. Ridiculous. Paying £3,000 for a dress. All this. It's just a commercial thing now. It's ridiculous. And I'm surprised people still do it, but they do. And to look at it, when you see on the day in the church and all the kids and all dressed up, it is like a cult. It definitely is just like a cult. When you see all the kids. My mother was married not married, buried a Catholic way. Most of the funerals I've been to lately have been cremations, but she had a proper Catholic one, walking around the coffin with the thing and all the incense and all the prayers one after the other. Oh my God, it went on forever. Then at the graveyard and walking around the coffin. It reminded me like a ritual. Honest to God, I was creeped out. I was saying, my God, this is weird for religion. I don't feel at peace at all doing this. And I thought, maybe, what if she's wrong? What if my mum was wrong about everything? You think all these things, because mum was religious, believed in God, and we were always arguing. I'd try and explain things to her and tell her, and I think she was frightened. She's frightened of dying and frightened of what's after, frightened of space, frightened of aliens. She hated all that. She's terrified. So she wouldn't, when anything happened, she was like, don't tell me, I don't want to know, I don't want to know. She wouldn't want to know, and I'd be screaming. She'd be like, don't tell me. And even when she was dying, hours before she died, we were talking, she was having a laugh. My mum was very funny, she always cracking jokes, and she was even cracking jokes minutes before she died, like laughing at the nurse and taking the piss. We were in stitches, minutes before she died. And oh yes, she says to me, don't let them bloody aliens take me. And I said, well, I'm not going to tell them to take you, but I can't stop anything that's going to happen afterwards. It's not in my power. But I can say, don't take me, Mum, if it's a choice. If I get to answer that question, I'll make sure they know. But she even asked me, can you ask aliens to heal me and make me better? I did pray for her and did get her up out of bed. She couldn't get out of bed, but she was all right for a few months. And the doctor said that was a miracle, her getting up and walking around. So help in some ways, all the positive things I was sending and the healing. And she couldn't believe it. She had the operation. She had a lung operation. It's the spot removed from her lung first, how it started, and then developed into cancer and went to her brain and her spine and everything, but it was very quick. So she was all right up to about a month before she died, and then her legs went and she was in bed. But she could still go out and things, She was all right. She died at home, which is what she wanted. So it was the easiest cancer patient I've seen, because I've seen my brother now and my sister and other people, and you see them months of agony, dying very slowly. So in that respect, it was a good death, if you can even say that. She wasn't in pain or anything, and she had morphine, she was high as a kite and laughing all the time and things like that, and everyone was around her. Oh yeah, I think like born again Christians. I don't know if they make the communion confirmation. Maybe they do. Or if you become a Christian, say if you can become a Christian maybe when you're 20, and you can do everything together, like the baptismal, communion, confirmation. I think you can do all that together now, like any age. But it used to be proper age if you're going through as a Catholic from birth and family and everything else. It's age 7 and age 10. And you get baptized when you're a baby, don't you? They say, yeah, if you don't get baptized quickly, then the first few weeks, if you die, you'll go to purgatory. And see, this is the things where I used to question God. Why would God send a poor little baby to a horrible place, unknown? They don't know where they are. It's supposed to be like Never Neverland. You don't know. You're neither here nor there until something happens. I don't know what's supposed to happen. You get out. But I was saying, why would God send a poor little innocent baby that doesn't even know, because maybe their parents were lazy and didn't go down to get them registered or something like that? So these little thoughts were in my head years ago when I was a child, and it didn't make sense. Because you thought that Jesus is wonderful, God is wonderful, and He's so understanding and forgives everything. All you have to say is, please forgive me, and you'll be forgiven, and go to this lovely place afterwards, and you can do anything, but as long as you're sorry afterwards. You're taught all this, and then when you hear the stories of God saying this, God saying that, getting Cain and Abel, and turning people to salt, pillars of salt, and vengeance, and do this or else, all this, it didn't make sense. It was like a total contradiction to the logical brain. Oh yeah, and the most important thing, nearly forgot. You have to do confession. When you're 7, that's when you start going to confession. Yeah, it's time. You got away with it before that, but when you're 7 now, you've got to go to confession. And when you go to confession on Saturday, when you go to Mass on Sunday, you can get the Holy Communion bread thing. Don't get confession, you can't do that. And all this. Yeah, so there you go. It's just like a cult. I feel like I've been in the Moonies. Oh yeah, and once you're at this age, then like you've made your communion confirmation as you're an adult, they sort of encourage you to give all your pocket money to charity. Honest to God, I'm not joking. You should be giving it to charity in the street and helping poor people, and there were charity people everywhere, and give your pocket money up. So I did that. Imagine, God, imagine all that manipulation over years and years and years. With so many people. So thanks a lot for watching. I just wanted to clear that up about the 8 years old being in his funny, making it sound a bit weird when really it's not. It's part of the Catholic religion. It's been known for centuries. It's not anything strange. I think people are adding this into Wilfred Wong, making it look a bit weird when it's not really. That's when he probably became a Christian and made his communion. Something like that, I would imagine, rather than something else totally weird. That's the more logical explanation. So I just thought I'd clear that up, so not many people seem to know a lot. I think I'm getting, when you get old, you're like one of these old people holding in secrets from the past. I'm getting like one of them, because a lot of it's dying out now, and what they're teaching now wasn't what we were taught years ago, so I can still remember how it was beaten down my throat. You don't forget. It's like brainwashed in your mind forever, you know? I'll never forget it. All of it, the teachings, it all stays in your mind. Okay, bye for now.